In today's video, I'll be taking you guys through yet another PlayStation 5 game reveal, and it is coming from Pearl Abyss. The developers behind Black Desert comes Crimson Desert, and the game looks absolutely gorgeous. We have some details on that, and I want to take you guys through all of that information. Outside of that, we also have the next project from Katsuda Kodaka, the series creator of Danganronpa, and that'll see him transition from visual novels to a full-motion video game. We'll see how that turns out, and I'll give you the details on that. We'll talk that at the end of this video, but first up, let's talk all about Crimson Desert. Earlier, Black Desert developer Pearl Abyss revealed a new batch of screenshots and details about its upcoming flagship titled Crimson Desert. The screenshots themselves showcase characters, world, monsters, and they look absolutely insane. This is obviously a next generation title, and from a visual standpoint, it looks fantastic. And also, I have to say, from a character design standpoint, it looks excellent. A lot of thought and details have been put into the characters themselves, and that is shaping up to be really good. On top of the screenshots, however, the press release also includes a few relevant points about the game, and it notes, explore the world, a world where first glances can be misleading. Journey through a vast realm fractured by conflict, a cold and callous desert, and cities as breathtaking as they are ruthless. There's more to the world of Crimson Desert than at first meets the eye. It also notes it's a struggle of all for all. Write your own story of strife as you fight your way to survival. The battles fought will forever alter the course of history and fate of the lands. Lead your own group of mercenaries. Not all will be prepared to endure the trials and tribulations unleashed by your enemies. Answer your calling and lead a band of battle-hardened mercenaries against those who seek your downfall. Steer clear of false hopes and unknown dangers. Trust not those who dream of ruling, for their ideas of injustice are often tarnished by greed. Learn to fend for yourself in a hostile world of monsters, mercenaries, and maniacal monarchs, each seeking your untimely design. And they go over some development history. The beginnings of Crimson Desert can be traced back to the vast deserts that span across the worlds of Black Desert. Crimson Desert was born of a desire to tell the story of Black Desert's past. With the exception of a few identifiable in-game homages, Pearl Abyss created entirely new worldviews, religions, and characters unique to the world of Crimson Desert, worthy of a true epic. And Crimson Desert is Pearl Abyss's next flagship title that continues on with the desert theme. So it looks like this is something they're going to try to build off of, and the desert games are something that we're going to see pretty regularly from Pearl Abyss. I shouldn't say really regularly, because it seems like these are games that are going to take quite a while to develop. I mean, how long ago did Black Desert come out? And only now we're finding out about Crimson Desert, but nonetheless, it is very exciting. They also go over some story and theme elements. Crimson Desert subtitle, a saga written in blood, encapsulates the epic events that will test our mercenary heroes. Blood will be spilled. The character you see in the key art is Macduff, son of Martinus. He's the leader of a ragtag band of mercenaries. Macduff is a man in constant turmoil, struggling with the responsibilities of leadership and the survival of those who rely on him. He has a tragic past, and no matter how hard he tries, he cannot escape from it. Crimson Desert is a story of growth and resilience. It's a story of mercenaries plagued by hardship and pain and their endeavors to survive in a hostile world. Character development. Crimson Desert tells the story of many different characters whose fates are intertwined with the main character and his band of mercenaries. Each character has their own unique background and tells the tale, affecting everything from the decisions they make to the gear they equip. This extends to the lands of Crimson Desert, which are full of other mercenary groups, each with their own distinct personalities and inclination. Of course, as a desert title, you've got MMORPG content, however, you've also got single-player content. Crimson Desert offers an immersive single-player campaign teeming with engaging quests based on the exploits of many mercenaries you'll find available for hire. There will also be a vast amount of content based around a more traditional MMORPG format, which is obviously what Pearl Abyss is more familiar with. Here lies a world for you to freely enjoy with curious content at the high levels expected of a next-generation MMORPG. There will also be a variety of villains and enemies. Players will face many dangers in the world of Crimson Desert. A diverse range of creatures, both big and small, threaten your survival. This is a world of mythical creatures who are neither friend nor foe, cruel mercenaries vying for blood, and powerful firing in the shadows of the royal court. Players won't be able to let their guard down to survive these bigger threats. They'll need to learn to make strategic choices, all brought to life through Pearl Abyss's unique action-driven combat system. That being the case, the biggest friend or foe, as in any MMORPG, will be the player right beside you. On top of that, they know world building, revel in a world that is as beautiful as it is dangerous, filled with a cast of fascinating characters, mercenary groups, and others trapped in a spiral of endless feuds and bloody battles for survival. As is expected of Pearl Abyss games, they've created a world of playable content full, including trade, exploration, and so much more. Crimson Desert is said to be the ultimate gaming experience. That might be a little bit hyperbolic, but nonetheless. Promotional speak sometimes takes us that route with realistic character representations, rich backgrounds, and action that is thrilling as possible, whether you're playing on PC or console. Now, it doesn't specifically identify the PlayStation 5 as the console. However, this is going into beta in 2020, and you would imagine that the beta wouldn't hit the PS4 right away, and just based on the visuals of this game, you can deduce that this is gonna be a PlayStation 5 game. That just makes all the sense in the world. It looks fantastic, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out. I know Black Desert Online isn't the best received game in the world, but I enjoyed my time with it, and I do think there's a lot of quality elements out of the game. Sure, there are elements that aren't my cup of tea as well. It is a little bit grindy, but hopefully with Crimson Desert also having a single player focus, that gives a lot of reason for people to check the game out. I think it's got a ton of potential. Really digging the art that the game has to offer right now, and hopefully we see more of Crimson Desert rather soon. And again, it is looking to hit beta in 2020, so we're gonna see a lot of gameplay relatively soon. Alright, also I want to talk a little bit about Danganronpa creator writing and directing an FMV game, Death Come True. So we knew that Kazutaka Kodaka, the Danganronpa series creator, was working on something new. However, a lot of people were just assuming it would be another Danganronpa style game. Maybe not necessarily another Danganronpa game, but a game similar in presentation and storytelling. However, he's trying something completely new here. It'll see him transition from visual novels to a full motion video game with Death Come True. Izanagi Games is developing the game in question, Death Come True, which will apparently center on player choice. Kodaka serves in the role of director and writer, however, little else is known about the title for now. Izanagi Games announced the new Kodaka-led project on an official Twitter account for Death Come True. And here's what the post says, quote, "Is this a movie or game? This is the official Twitter for Death Come True, a full-motion video game written and directed by Kazutaka Kodaka, creator of the Danganronpa series." A link to a teaser website is also there. I am really excited to see how this turns out. I know some people are just going to be inherently skeptical with something like this. I think a lot of people would have just appreciated Kodaka working on maybe another Danganronpa game, maybe another franchise that follows a similar style. However, FMV games haven't been the in thing in quite a while, and I feel like these Danganronpa style visual novels and these captivating story-driven games in general were the in thing. People were super into that. However, give them credit for trying something different with an FMV title. Excited to see how it turns out. If you guys have yet to play the Danganronpa games, they're on sale right now on the PlayStation Store, and I would highly recommend them. Obviously, they're Japanese in aesthetic and presentation, but they are excellent games, and the storytelling in those games are fantastic. Some of the best story-driven titles that you're gonna find, and some of the best narratives that we've seen in video games in general. I am really comfortable in saying that because I thought Kodaka did a phenomenal job with those games. And of course, the Danganronpa series has 3 robust games in it. You've got Danganronpa 1, 2, and 3. Those games are each like 20 to 30 hours long, maybe even a little bit more if you take your time and do everything those games offer, but great titles, and to see that he's working on something completely new in Death Come True. But yet, at the same token, as an FMV title, you know that this is gonna be a game that is very much story-driven, so still very much excited to see how this turns out. I imagine we're not gonna see it for quite a while, maybe 2020, 2021. Late 2020 would be the earliest I would assume we would see the release of Death Come True, but nonetheless excited that he is working on something entirely new, and I imagine that will be a PlayStation 5 game as well. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, Crimson Desert has been revealed by Black Desert developer and Pearl Abyss. No, Black Desert Online wasn't the best received game in the world, but Crimson Desert is definitely shaping up to be something special, and with the focus on single player content as well, it could turn out to be something really great. And we already have a lot of information about the game. It looks like they're putting a lot of effort into the world, characters, backstory, and the Desert franchise could be something that is established to be something pretty compelling for Pearl Abyss. And Pearl Abyss, they're pretty well known worldwide. However, they're really not known over here in the States. As they're bringing more and more of their games over here stateside, I could see them becoming one of the more known developers over here in the West as well, and they could be one of the fundamental pillars for PlayStation 5 game development. Maybe that's, going a little bit too far too quickly, but if Crimson Desert delivers, and if, people are excited by the beta in 2020, and that's parlayed by good release in 2021. A lot of potential here, so very excited to hear more. And Death Come True is a brand new FMV game coming from Kazutaka Kodaka, the series creator of Danganronpa, and that has a ton of potential. Hopefully we'll see that, you know, in 2020, 2021 as well. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.